Hey there, welcome back to the Equefit Club. We've got a great video for you today, and for a lot of people this is going to be very helpful, especially as our weather starts to change here in the Midwest. Things get a little cooler, you might need to blanket your horse, and so you're going to need to know how to measure your horse so that you get the appropriate fit for either a sheet or a blanket. So in this video, I'm going to show you, using Hero here, exactly how to take that measurement. What you need to have is a cloth measuring tape, like this. You can get it at any of the fabric stores. And you're going to take this tape and you're going to measure from the center of his chest, coming across the widest part of the shoulder, and you want to keep it level and head straight back all the way back here, keeping it level until you get to the widest point of the butt cheeks right there. And you want to measure until you get to the part where his butt cheeks actually meet his tail. So we're going to show you in a little demonstration here how I would take that measurement. So I will start by placing this tape right here in the center of his chest. So you want to find that little center groove right there at that midline. Now I want to make sure that I'm coming across that shoulder and the top of the shoulder right there. So I want to keep this measuring tape as taut as I can. So I'm going to kind of inch my way back. And it's a good idea if you have someone to help you that would be able to actually hold that tape. Oh, buddy, don't go anywhere yet. Because I want to keep this as taut as possible. Now I'm running out of tape right about there. So I'm going to put my little finger there, mark that spot. And then from there, I want to make sure I come all the way to right about there. Okay. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to remember when you're going to be fitting this horse for a blanket or a sheet. There are three particular spots of contention. One is at the wither. And if you can see here, he's got quite a bit of wither that comes right here to the top of here. Well, you don't want this blanket pulled real tight down across the top of this wither, because that's going to be an area where that is going to rub. So you want to make sure that you have at least a hand that you can fit in between that blanket and his wither, so he has some room in there and give. The other point of contention is going to be right here at the shoulder. Now, one of the reasons you want to come across here from the center and come across the widest part of the shoulder is because now he's a thoroughbred. He's got a little slight difference in the slope of his shoulder than a quarter horse would be. So you don't want this to be an area where it's going to rub, especially when he's moving and his shoulders are coming forward and back as he walks or trots. So you want to make sure that this is not going to be tight. Now, fitting my thoroughbred, I tend to like having a gusset right here. It's an opening that gives them a little bit more movement right there through that shoulder and prevents a lot of that rubbing area. The third area of contention you want to pay attention to is the length. So here, we want to make sure that he's not wearing a mini skirt, because if it stops right here and you can see that much of his barrel still hanging out the bottom, that's a mini skirt, okay? And at the same time, we also don't want to make it way down here and he's, got a maxi skirt on. All you can do is barely see his knees. You want to make sure that the bottom edge of that blanket is going to hit right below his elbow, and it should come right through here, underneath his barrel, and right about the bottom of the stifle. And that's enough blanket to give him a good fit, keep him warm, regardless of whether it's a stable blanket or a turnout rug. Okay? All right, so that's basically how you measure your horse for a blanket. Talk to you in the next video. See ya.